Welcome back. Moeletsi Mbeki wants 20 million rand in damages from the Mail and Guardian newspaper. He alleges that the paper published 2 wrongful and defamatory stories about him. He will also be laying a charge with the press ombudsman for the newspaper's reaction to this suit. I'm joined now by Nic Dawes, editor-in-chief of the Mail and Guardian. Good morning to you, sir. Well, Moeletsi Mbeki is a very outspoken man, very critical man, and also a man who has got a very strong background in journalism. Are you surprised that he is suing the newspaper and accusing you of wrongful facts and defamation?
I'm very surprised. He's a person who we offered a platform to respond to Prince Mashele's allegations in his resignation letter, which he declined. And I would have thought that he's a person who understands that you can fight these battles in the public sphere. Instead, he's chosen to fight in court.
Now, he refers to the 2 articles that were published by the newspaper. He accuses you of wrongful facts. Surely this brings into question your sources and the process that the paper uses in gathering and checking facts.
Well, not at all. In fact, I'm very confident in the material on which we based our stories and in the work done by the journalist Mabale Moloi. The fundamental core of Moeletsi Mbeki's complaint is a letter. So it's not a question of a source having told us something, it's a letter. No one's contested the authenticity of that letter. It's the resignation letter of the former CEO of Moeletsi Mbeki's Forum for Public Dialogue, that's Prince Mashele. And Moeletsi doesn't like what he said. And I think that's the real problem.
I don't imagine that the Mail and Guardian has a history of being sued. I stand to be corrected, of course, but are you worried now about the paper's reputation? Does that bring that into question?
No, I'm not worried at all. We've been sued before, a few times, by people who are uncomfortable with the scrutiny that our journalism places on them. We've never lost. And I think this is a completely ridiculous case. And Moeletsi Mbeki must surely understand that it's just going to bring a lot more attention to the whole saga than if he had simply dealt with it in the usual course of responding to our questions.
Well, it sounds like you as a newspaper are really not concerned about this lawsuit. Would I be correct in saying that? Are you confident?
We're not concerned that we're going to lose it. It's always a pain fighting lawsuits. It's costly. It consumes time that would be better spent on doing journalism. It's a distraction. But in terms of the legal issues that are in play, I'm not at all worried.
Well, he's also threatened to lay charges against you and the paper with the press ombudsman. What is the next step for the Mail and Guardian as the newspaper now? What steps do you take in this suit?
Well, to the extent that he sent us a letter of demand asking for 20 million rand, it's worth pointing out that he now is suing the media for more than the entire amount that Jacob Zuma has ever sued the media for. So we have sent back a lawyer's letter rejecting that demand. If indeed he goes to the press ombudsman, as he says he will, we'll defend ourselves. I'm very comfortable that our reporting was in line with the press code.
All right. Well, thank you very much. That was Nic Dawes, editor-in-chief of the Mail and Guardian.